We've done a lot over the past, 3 days.
Dude, Friday night, I thought was the most drunk I've ever been. And you guys topped it with me on Saturday. Dude, I could hardly walk.
Well, when we were sitting at the bar, I was like, you want a shot? And you were like, yeah. And then you picked the shot, and then you took the shot, and you're like, oh, that was so bad. I was like, you picked it.
You are now tuning in to the Ruff Next podcast with your host, Cole Nixon. Much love.
All right, we're live.
All right.
Here in Florida. First Florida podcast that I have done. Can't say I've done travel podcasts, but this is the furthest that I have gone for a podcast. Is this my water? Yes. So,
How do you like it so far?
It's warm. It's nice. It's snowing back in Ohio right now, and we are sitting in, high 70 degree weather?
Yeah, I think today maybe got up to 80. I don't know.
It was
close.
warm after we got done fishing. When, where were we? After fishing. We went food.
Yeah.
And after we came back, when we walked in that sun, I was like, damn, it's warm. But, yeah, you kind of want to go through what we've done so far? I guess we should say, the reason we are in Florida is for your bachelor party.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
That still feels weird to say.
Oh, it feels weird for me to say
man.
fiance. So, yeah, I understand a bit.
I'm about to get married next month, and it's still weird for me to say fiance.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get over it?
Well, fiance is nothing, dude. When you start saying wife,
Oh,
dude,
God.
the power that you get, that's my wife, dude. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I guess we should introduce Matt. I mean, Tyler's been on the podcast. Matt hasn't. Your brother has.
Yeah.
Nick was on.
Yep.
That was probably 100 episodes ago. But
Jeez.
yeah, Mr. Matt Ader, welcome to the Rough Next podcast.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me on.
We'll have another one of these too.
So you do want to do one for the wedding?
If you want, but when are we gonna do it? That's the problem.
I mean,
We could do it Friday night, maybe. What are your plans Friday night, after everything?
no, Friday's fine. Friday's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, and I don't know what our sleeping arrangements are that night, because Riley's being on the, you can't see me on my wedding day, at all. And I was like, I thought that was just for the you being in the dress. She's like, no, not at all. It's bad luck. And I'm like, I'm not really superstitious, but
Yeah. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
Sleep in separate bed the night before.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna get kicked out of my house probably the night before. She's gonna be leave, get out. Okay.
Come home with the doors locked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need my clothes. My suit's in there. Do you guys have a ticking, or is that just me?
I hear it.
That's weird. It's gone. I don't know. That was weird. Too much technology all close together, probably.
Yeah, I don't know how you set this up at all.
But it was a lot of trial and error when I first started, and I had way too short of cords. You've seen my studio. I hide everything. The cords are right now all under the table usually, but I try to hide all as much off the table as possible. The only thing that sits on my table is this and this, and then obviously the mics. But it's pretty much set up just like this. But yeah, you moved down here October?
Yeah, I think I moved on the 14th, if I remember right. I left at 5:10 after 6 in the morning. Got here about 10:30 at night. Drove straight through.
Oof. You probably didn't even unpack hardly anything, did you?
I didn't do dick.
It's like me when I got here, when I drove down, because everybody else flew. I drove down here, and when I got here, Matt came out and was like, you need help carrying anything in? And I carried in a case of beer. I was like, this is all I need right now. I ain't worried about the other shit. That's the least of my concerns right now.
But I was an enabler. I did tell him, I said, dude, go to the gas station.
I was already at the gas station when you called me.
I was like, Matt's going to drive later, or I'm going to drive, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, you moved down to Florida. You're officially a Florida boy. Is your license plate say Florida yet?
Yeah. I have to have a Florida license to be employed down here.
Oh.
That's crazy.
And it's weird. I have to have insurance before getting a license. I don't understand that
Yeah.
party trick.
Yeah, a lot of states do that.
It's just weird to me.
Mm.
Like, how can you prove the address? I don't know.
People do it all the time with private schools, high
Yeah.
schools, stuff like that.
North Carolina, you got to have your vehicle inspected every year before you can renew the registration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, my truck wouldn't pass. Not at all.
Unless Trump gets rid of that DEF stuff and all that good stuff that he might. I don't
Well,
know.
are they actually thinking about getting rid of the EPA,
I don't
or at
know.
least deregulating their power?
Who knows?
I hope.
There's
I
been
really
there's
hope.
been so much stuff going on already. But Florida boy came down here we came down Friday. Today is Sunday. We are all leaving. Well, Matt's not leaving tomorrow. Matt's been
Staying.
here. You got here what?
I'm
Tuesday
moving down.
night.
Yeah, I got down Tuesday night, stay until Wednesday. So I got 8 days in Florida and make the most of it.
You've done a lot. Let's
Dude.
go back to when you got here on Tuesday. You've done a lot before we all got here on Friday.
Yeah, so I got here Tuesday night, like around midnight is when I got into Orlando, and I drove down here about 1 or 2. And Tyler and Riley have been working, so I've just been on my own, figuring out what to do, and you got a whole area to explore and stuff. So I've been doing some hiking and walking on the beach, and just that's kind of the
Went to Pelican Island to see no pelicans.
That's right. Yeah, falsely advertised. Yeah, just been kind of hanging out that way, and went to a Navy SEAL museum.
Which made Tyler mad.
Like, I want to go to that so bad.
Well, now you have firsthand, credibility. You know what it's like.
Yeah, but he came back, and I think you guys were here. He starts naming off all the different things he saw and giving history lessons. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
But haven't you walked like 20 miles too?
Yeah, I put some miles on. But when you're in a new place and there's new scenery and all that stuff, it doesn't feel like you're walking that much because everything's just new. And but yeah, I'm a avid hiker, I'd say.
Yeah. I am going to turn the air off. I'm actually freezing right now.
Yeah, because you're under that vent.
You're right underneath.
I know,
the vent.
but like that's one thing I will give props to the HVAC guys that did this house, because brand new house. We're the first ones in it. Even though it's a production home, they try to get them up, as fast as possible.
It's like the Amish.
But
in
dude,
Ohio.
the AC here is it works.
Yeah,
Do
need
Amish
it.
really
exist in Florida? I never think about we're so used to seeing Amish in Ohio, it's really common.
That's because I don't know if it was in history class I learned this, but we have like the most dense population in the country.
Yeah.
Up there around Worcester.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I thought there's a lot in Pennsylvania too. I just don't.
Yeah.
Maybe they're more spread out, but
If they're down here, I mean, I would assume that they kind of dissented from their heritage.
yeah, the old breaking Amish, all that.
I mean,
What do they call it? Rum, whatever, where they go out. Like the kids are allowed to go out in the world and do whatever for a week.
and then see if they would like it.
Yeah,
or
and they can
whatever.
decide if they want to come back or stay.
I don't know what it's called.
It'd be weird. It'd be like us going and becoming Amish and then being like, all right, like you have a week to be an Amish and then you have to decide which one you want to do. Turn the air off.
Yeah, I gotta turn it off. I don't know. I don't know if I could do the whole matches and candles thing all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're Amish, I think you'd want to not do that week. I don't even want to see what
Yeah.
it's like on the outside.
But I'm pretty sure a lot of them go back. Like, it's very common. Like,
Yeah.
not very many of them decide to stay, live the real world. A lot of them, I thought, went back and
They probably
did
do.
the Amish.
And it's a peaceful life too.
Mm.
There's so much less to worry about.
Dude, by the time they're our age, they have more skills than we have developed just because they've been working since they were 12.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they can hold a hammer, they're like, yep, we're putting you to work.
Yeah, but guess who can do 90 on the freeway?
I saw a video one time, and it was a cop and it was the Amish guy drunk, passed out in his buggy, and the horse is just walking. There's like literally a case of Bud Light sitting in the buggy, and the one cop goes, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "The horse will go home. I don't know." He's like, "The horse knows its way home. It'll make its way back."
Or they just say like, "How many horsepower you got?" This one I got 2. Oh, man.
I was gonna say, like, can you give it? Is that a DUI? It's not a motor vehicle.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah. I'd have to look it up. I've never come across an Amish.
If there's Amish in Gehenna,
yeah. There's like, I know there's motor vehicle. You can get it on a bicycle.
Do that.
Yeah. Like a streetcar is part of like the law, like a trolley, stuff like that. It's all eligible for a VI, but I don't think I would be too pressed to stop a guy on a horse and carriage.
Sir, we need you to speed up, actually. Get those horses going. Yeah, I mean, we went down. I've gone to Millersburg. Millersburg has a lot of them, but they're awesome people too. Like, I've never came across an Amish guy that I'm like, I don't like that guy. Every one of them just super nice. Their drivers have the life kind. I don't know. It'd be so boring, like, to drive them to a job site and then you literally sit there for 8 to 10 hours in your truck.
Yeah.
And just sit there, and I'm like, I'd lose my mind probably. But, yeah, kind of. So Friday we got down here, just hung out here at the house. We went and got food and.
Oh, we got fitted.
We did get fitted. Yeah, let's go through that catastrophe. I think I saw your life flash before your eyes. You were so scared to call Riley, I feel like.
Well, 2 major things came out. Apparently, one, mind you, I went to a different Men's Warehouse. I went to one further north in Melbourne. Didn't realize that until we got there, and I'm like, this don't seem like the right place. And, this one associate, he just flat out said my outfit was trash to my face. Yeah, like without any remorse.
And you already bought yours.
Oh yeah, it's in the closet right now.
Now we got to go into that part of you already bought yours, and what happened was they were like, yeah, that's discontinued.
Well, the suit was that you guys were going to rent. The color I had picked out. Yeah. Or phrase that Riley picked out. It got discontinued, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do now? So went with the gray, and we tried everything out, matched it with the boots I got you guys. And honestly,
those are still in your truck, by the way.
Thanks for reminding me.
I just realized that it just hit me that those are still in your toolbox.
Yeah, that's not cheap. No, I told you how much I got them for, dude. $80 off because of that Black Friday deal.
Yeah, they discontinued the color we were gonna wear. That was,
I think what we settled on, I think, is a good look.
And all that matters is that we all look the same. He can look a little bit different, so as long as we're all the same, like the groomsmen are the same, that won't be too bad.
Well, I don't have any problem looking funky. I'm not one for traditional looking anyways. Like
you said you wanted some kind of multicolored suit.
Dude, you see the painting behind you? Now imagine like double the color. Okay.
Oh God.
And all randomness. Yeah, I wanted something like that. She didn't really go for it.
No. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That was the first question I asked Sierra. I was like, do I have to wear a suit? And she's like, well, what else did you wear? I was like, jeans, a really nice shirt. Like, we'd get a nice shirt. I was like, I'm not opposed to suspenders. All right. You know, I wore suspenders in my brother's wedding. I definitely would do that again. I still have them, actually. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, she's like, well, we'll figure it out. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I know what that means. We'll figure it out means.
See, we're doing like an outdoor, like country themed wedding, kind of like probably either out at her parents' house or out at a farm that I know. They already have like a venue and stuff set up. So like, I'm like, we'll get a nice pair of jeans. Like, we'll all go get we'll spend some money on some jeans. Like, cause you're wearing jeans in yours, but they're dress jeans.
Yeah, they're black jeans, which I'm not hugely a fan of, like black jeans in general. But these, I'm not gonna lie, I had a completely different outfit in mind especially with the boots because I wanted us to match with that. I think they're sweet as hell. But when the guy had it put all on me, he's like, let me see the boots. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he's like, let me put something together for you, just see if you like it. And that's actually what I ended up going with. I was like kind of impressed. Like, I actually really like this look.
Yeah, not the same guy that we had on Friday. It was a
No. Oh, man.
That's what's funny is one of his associates in a way at a different store was the one that put that together.
Yeah. That guy was a trip.
We've had a few characters this weekend.
I don't know why. I swear, dude, the Friday, all the crackheads were out.
Yeah,
like everywhere.
Well, I didn't feel like Friday was too bad. Where else did we see like some crazy people?
At the Publix.
Yeah, there was like three of them there.
Liquor store.
At the liquor store. Yeah.
Oh, that dude was.
Oh man.
He was different. He came in and he was like, "What's up, guys? I think I need one of these." And I was like, "Good for you." I don't know what you want me to tell you right now.
Like, dude was just tweaking a little pops.
He's wired. He's wired.
Oh my gosh. No, it's really not like that around here in Sebastian Navarro. I promise. It's
no,
not
but
like
Florida is full of them.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Maybe like one or two, but not several in one night.
It's because you weren't going to liquor stores.
I blame you guys for that.
Yeah. Friday, so we did that, and then Saturday we didn't wake up till. Well, we woke up. We just didn't move around a whole lot until like 10, 11, 12.
Well, that's because we drank a little hard Friday.
Yeah, that was a little.
Went to the beach Friday night.
Oh, yeah, Friday night.
Middle of the night?
Yeah, Matt did stay sober for us and drove us to the beach at midnight.
Hunting crabs.
Maybe I'll throw in the. Yeah, I'll see if I can find the video of Tyler falling.
Oh, that was funny.
We strapped essentially a GoPro. It's the DJI Action 4 to Tyler's chest and had him wear it while we went and did this.
Well, they got me absolutely trashed to begin with.
Hey, I didn't force it down your throat. You drank it.
Well, you guys were like, well, this is our whole job this weekend is to get you drunk. So I'm like, might as well not fight it. I'll embrace it.
Well, you were the one that I thought Friday that was kind of like, I kind of just want to stay here. Like, I kind of feel like drinking.
You did say that.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Maybe it was after you started drinking.
But no, when we were touching the crabs, though, all I can think of was like, Gavin, stay away from me. Gavin, stay away from me.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
I didn't want to
Should have
touch
threw one
or
at him.
nothing. Yeah, because he's got a really, really bad shellfish allergy. I think when he first told me about that, he said it was so bad with his mom when they found out he had shrimp or whatever. His throat swelled up, and she literally like shoved her hand down his throat and spread her fingers to keep it open so he could breathe.
Wow.
Now imagine doing that to a toddler.
Yeah,
Like
that's tough.
Ugh.
But speaking of Gavin's supposed to be on this fourth mic right here, but he's over there on the couch behind the camera asleep. So maybe if he wakes up, he'll make his way over here. But.
Well, he's got peanut butter on his chin right now. I put it there so the dog would lick it and wake him up.
I still don't think she has, though.
No, she's sleeping right next to him.
She was staring at it like...
I brought her head literally like this close to it, too, and she's like, just smelling it. No, come on, man.
To Gavin's defense, we did have a late night last night and an early morning this morning.
Oh, so Matt only got, 2 hours of sleep? Maybe
think,
2.5?
I think I got almost 4, honestly. Well, because I had woke up
Dude,
to my
there's no
alarm
way.
at 5:30, and I got dressed and came out here,
okay,
and I slept
okay.
for another hour on the couch waiting for you guys.
But me, Gavin, and Cole,
we didn't go to bed till
hour and a half.
after 4. Yeah.
Hour and a half of sleep.
Yeah.
I was not feeling great this morning going to the dock. I was like, this is going to be right. And I was like, I was honestly worried about being on the boat and like going sloshing around, but I was fine. Like by the time we got like on the boat, it was like, I don't know what it was, but I think it was like that breeze in the morning.
Kinda woke
like
you
it
up.
just was like, okay, I'm good now.
Well, I'm glad we stayed in the river.
Yeah.
Too. If we would have went, through the jetty and or the inlet and been out on the main ocean, we'd been puking left and right, hands down.
That's for sure.
But no, we actually did great today. So I was telling the guy, like, I think that was my about 20th charter I've went on since I've been little, and that was arguably one of the best trips I've ever had. We really got spoiled good.
We caught literally so many different freaking things, like pufferfish. What are the lady?
Yeah, two kinds of puffers.
Yeah,
Three total puffers.
Three total.
Yeah, three
yeah.
total. Two species.
And it was so funny. Like I've never actually seen a pufferfish in like real life, and he just grabs it and he's like tickling its belly, and it's like, and I didn't realize how like strong their teeth were.
And
like, he took
chirping the whole time too.
I thought he was gonna break it, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those things are freaking strong.
But then Gavin caught a stingray, which was really weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never seen that. Never seen it. We saw dolphins and manatees as well.
We did.
Right next to the boat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that first spot, that dolphin was just hanging out there. It was like, I'm gonna wait till you guys throw these back in, and then I'll take that.
Yeah, right.
What was the one fish the captain got bit by? It was one I caught, and he was taking off, and he was like trying to multitask and talk to me while he was saying, I can't stand these things, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, let me focus for a second, and then he was doing it, and he was like trying to answer my question at the same time. Well, actually, you see, it's because shit.
He's like, I did exactly what I didn't want to do.
Oh man, but I think we caught at least 50 fish.
Yeah, combined.
Yeah. And then this guy here caught 20 of them himself.
At one point, I was 4 casts, 4 catches in a row.
Within 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then the captain just put another shrimp on there, and
dude, I will say that was so. He was on it, like literally as soon as he'd just be paying attention. You didn't even have to say anything. You just took your pole and he threw another shrimp on there. You cast it back out, and like if you caught something, literally he just would be right there. He'd take it off for you. And
they're supposed to do that, but he might have had the best service I've ever had.
Yeah, I think it helped too. Like we were like the same age as him. Oh yeah, and I think he was like comfortable. Like it wasn't like a kind of an awkward thing. Like he was really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
just chatting up like one of the guys, you know. Just having a conversation with him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that's all he does.
And he doesn't even like to eat fish.
No, like
he just sells it. That's what he said. Like he'll catch them and sell them.
Yeah, he said he's with this old lady because of the insurance.
And what? He has 4 boats.
Dude, that's not cheap.
No.
All the different sizes he's talking about too. I wouldn't be surprised.
How many rods do you think he has?
So let's say all fishing stuff he has for his business. I'm gonna say he's got over 300,000 in his business.
Yeah. So
I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, he'd be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was good. The those catfish things, whatever they call them. What do they call them here?
The sail cat.
Sail cats. Those were fun to catch.
Was the other one like a mud thing?
Yeah, I don't remember. Rock cat. I don't know.
It's funny how
that might have been it.
He literally could tell it was a cat just by the way it was fighting.
Yeah,
but every single time he was right.
Yeah.
Because
he's done it before, huh?
Yeah, well, and it makes sense when you look at catfish. They just try to go one direction.
Oh yeah,
like even in like channel cat and stuff like that. They're trying to go one direction. They're not going back and forth like some of these other fish are.
But those two you guys got, they were big.
He had 2 himself.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Is that the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much a similar size as some of the Ohio catfish I've caught.
I don't know. When's the last time we caught one that big in Ohio?
The last time I've been fishing in Ohio has been years.
Yeah, same. Other than that, my sister's, which doesn't count really.
Yeah. No, that was actually one of the big proponents for me moving down here. I'm not even kidding. Then I tell my coworkers, they're like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Like they're not even surprised by it. But when I would tell people back home, "Dude, what? You really like it that much?" Like, and I think you guys actually finally grasped what I said. Like, fishing in the ocean is so addictive because the fight is, like, you'll go back home and let's say you go after largemouth, bluegill, catfish, carp, whatever. I find it a waste of time. No, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I don't get the same thrill.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah. Today was a blast. It really was. It was only
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours, but we were
4
on
hours,
it for 4
50
hours.
fish. I mean, what's the math on that?
That's tough.
Like a fish every couple minutes.
Pretty much.
And mind you, everyone, we only went in 2 different spots.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. We only fished 2 spots,
and we were still catching them at the other spot. He's like, but it just wasn't as consistent. He was like, let's just move up a little bit.
Yeah, try to get different species, and we did.
I was the most impressive part. I thought was
that's a fish every 4.8 minutes.
It's pretty good
if we caught 50.
Plus, there's the boat ride there and back.
Yeah.
So
it's probably closer
even,
to 3.
Yeah, 3, 2.5. Yeah.
But the impressive part to me was like he was so well and knowing where to put us on the river.
Yeah.
You could drop it right next to the boat, which I actually did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
right that last spot we were at with how the current was going, I literally would just drop it and then leave my bail open, let it like float out there a little bit, and then just click it close and wait.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah, they were hitting good.
It was crazy though. Sometimes how like you'd cast out and like it was like almost instant that as soon like it was like within 2 minutes or like within a minute you were getting a bite. And you were reeling in.
No, I was very impressed, especially considering one. We booked this last minute.
Very last minute.
When I mean last minute,
like within 24 hours.
Yeah. And we didn't even get the guy we were originally going to go with. Mm-hmm. This was off a referral. Like, hey, I'm booked, but this is my buddy. Do you want to use him instead? And we just wanted to get out. I didn't care if we caught anything at all, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get on the water. But it was a complete 180. We had a really, really good day.
We were just a few minutes late.
Matt called him. I don't know if you know. Matt called him and said, hey, we had a really late night and a late start, but we're on our way.
God. Yeah, we because we didn't go to bed till me, you, and Gavin didn't go to bed till after 4. And then we had to be there at 7.
Yeah.
And it was a like 28-minute drive or something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we left like 20 minutes till 7.
So we weren't really that late.
No, we weren't.
But he was cool too. Like he was just like, he probably was like, I get it. It's fine, whatever. Like you guys are still paying full amount no matter what. Because I think we were out past 11.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We were lines in the water, I think, at 11.
So, and we tipped him good too. So,
yeah, he cut up the fish for us right there.
Yeah,
literally got all because we got we had 4 keepers.
Yes.
What did we keep?
No, wait.
5
with a snapper.
Yeah.
The pompano.
2 pompano and 2 Spanish mackerel and 1
snapper.
mangrove snapper.
You're welcome. I've got you one that even though you got like that much meat off of it.
I know.
I know you wanted it,
but I've never had any of this fish, and I've eaten quite a bit of different species down here. But those, it's like not something you can get at a store.
Yeah, you're not going to the store. They don't have it necessarily at the restaurants and stuff like that. They have snapper, don't they?
A certain kind.
Yeah.
Snapper, like red snapper, is my mom's favorite.
Yeah, I like red snapper.
But I've never even seen mangrove snapper. I don't even know in a meat market. But I hear guys at work or other trades, they talk about, this is really like pompano is supposedly one of the best. The captain said that's $7 to $12 a pound.
Yeah.
And we probably got 3 or 4 of it in there.
Yeah, that's nice. But we also have to go back a little bit. The fucking dolphin that we were almost attacked by.
Yes.
Oh man.
We went. All right, I'll let you. Where'd we go? We went to the inlet.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but the painting right here is basically where we went. But the Sebastian Inlet State Park. So we went in there. What time did we get there? About noon?
Probably noon 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because we just had a late start.
Because I didn't make breakfast until like lunchtime.
Yeah.
It was like 11.
Well, I don't think we got there until 1, actually. And we were just saying because the tide was low, about 2-3 feet, and so the water wasn't really deep. It was maybe waist deep. And we get out there and we're standing around just talking, hanging out in the water. Literally getting ready to leave. I swear we just said, all right, so what do you guys want to eat? And we getting ready to walk out. And all of a sudden, I think it was you.
I noticed it. Gavin had his back turned.
Yeah.
and I looked up and I saw something underwater coming straight at us very quickly, and I literally just started
something.
Yeah, I started backpedaling because I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And Gavin turned around and started running away.
Oh, shit.
Gavin started running. I backpedaled and was just watching, and all of a sudden this dolphin was chasing the fish, and like right within it was within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Within 10 feet of us, this dolphin just comes up out of the water, catches a fish, and then swims back out. And I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then we did it. It did it literally for like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Just chasing fish.
it was 5 out of 5. It got a fish every
Yeah,
single
it
time.
never missed. I'll put some of the videos that I got on
Yeah.
the camera in this in the video because it was freaking cool to watch. And it was also a little freaky and then like I saw the fin too, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the teeth on a dolphin are no joke. Like
No, they're round, but still, it's bone.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll crush
And
you.
that my head could fit in its mouth. So
Well, that was the biggest dolphin I've ever seen.
yeah, you said it was probably about 10
at
foot.
least 10 feet, at least.
Yeah, it was a big dolphin.
That's what's crazy is that water was only waist deep, and it was swimming in it
Very easily.
easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Quick.
that's also like sharks do the same thing. That's
Yeah.
also that's what's kind of crazy is the fact that they can swim in that shallow of water.
Yeah. I think overall, because I know you got to leave within hours, but
Yeah.
overall, I think
It is currently 11 p.m. on Sunday, and I'm leaving probably. I'd like to be on the road by 4, but if it's a little later, it's a little later.
So what do you think of the trip overall?
Overall,
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
I thought we had a great time.
Great weather.
Yeah.
It's snowing in Ohio, and I am in. Once again, I will say it again. It is snowing. Sierra sent me a video, and it is just like coming down, and I was like, "You guys enjoy that. I'll enjoy this for another couple days."
Yeah.
No, you can keep it. That was another reason. I just didn't want to deal with the snow anymore, but everyone
I don't
tells me
mind snow.
I'm going to die this summer
Yeah.
in the heat, dude. I'm nervous. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah. Well,
You'll have to
get a new
compare.
wardrobe. Get that the long sleeves and the pants that the captain was
I
wearing.
really did like those pants that he was wearing.
Yeah.
Did you hear him on his mic there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
All right.
I didn't hear you when you were backed
Yeah.
up, though.
I'll 1, 2, 3.
Hello. All good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn
That
it up.
sounds better.
I turned them up a little bit.
What was I saying?
The weather.
Oh, yeah.
See how you do this summer. You'll have to compare it to like snow in Ohio, winter in Ohio, summer in Florida. Which is worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough moving down here. I ain't gonna lie. And I'll be honest with you, when the day I left, because everyone had to work. I left on a Tuesday, and everyone was up and giving hugs goodbye or whatever. That was, it still hit me right now. It was
It's
rough.
not the leaving Ohio. It's leaving family and friends.
Dude, I bawled my eyes out for like 30 minutes.
I believe it.
Like, as soon as I left the gas station to fill up my truck, I called Riley. I was like, how did you do this? Because she left before me.
Yeah. When did she get down here?
She was here like 6 weeks before me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I was like, I don't know how you can do this, dude.
Well, she still has family here too.
Yeah, but her stepdad's still up there and her grandparents.
Yeah.
So hers is a little bit more torn, but and this is no offense to the Crawfords or Riley or anything, but because we're still not married yet, so this is the way I look at it. But I got nobody down here.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys appreciate how much it means to me. You actually came and were able to do all this. It really has a lot more peace of mind with me.
Yeah.
It does.
I was glad to be here. It's freaking. I'm not excited to go back to the snow now. Because I was even thinking about it. I was like, oh crap, I got to wear pants when I go home because I'll be cold as crap. Like I've been wearing shorts all weekend, so it's gonna be different weather. I'm gonna have to acclimate back to it.
Well, I don't want to have to come back, next month or April, but I have to fix the stupid ice machine. The way that I think I was telling Gavin, the thing froze up. A lot of the water stuff froze up and busted, and it's going to be it's not going to be a cheap fix. Like, we have to do some major surgery on it, and I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to be like 2 days, sun up to sundown, straight of work.
In the cold again.
Yeah. Which
it might be a little warmer by then, but
I don't know if I told you guys. I do have a guy trying to help invest with me for a machine gun
really?
here. Yeah. One of the guys I met at the real estate boot camp. His main job with them is raising capital on properties, and I've sent him over my business plan, and I'm just waiting to hear back from him because I've been keeping him up to date on everything. I gave him everything he's asked for. Heck, I already got a business owner down here that gave me the approval.
Nice.
Down by where my grandparents used to live, a little convenience store.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that.
Heck yeah. I wanted to ask, because I brought the question up to you. I don't know if you remember. You might have had a few too many at that point. What made you decide to pick each of us? You said you already had this answer when I asked you.
Mind you, I was how deep when you asked me this?
That was Friday night. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a rough night. Probably quality. Quality of friendship is what means a lot to me. So like with Matt, for example, I've known him the longest, you guys. I've known him since second grade. Second longest actually is you.
Really? Over Gavin?
Yeah, I didn't.
I guess
because we played against.
We played against.
And he was like the arch enemy at the time in basketball. So you were fifth grade and he was sixth. Which, yeah, him, like he's been with me. His aunt was my teacher back then and set us up, which I vaguely remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just remember we were in Boy Scouts together, and he's over at the house, him and his sister, staying with us all the time. And then you were more so like my school friend. You think we never really stayed at each other's houses one way or the other. I don't know if you ever did, or I stayed at your parents'.
I don't think we have, no. Like, we'd come over, like, we'd hang out, but, like, I don't think we ever stayed at each other's houses now that I do think about it.
No. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of like how it happened. But this dipstick sleeping over here, I'm not exaggerating. There was probably a 1 month stretch every single day over the summer in middle school. We were at each other's houses with Gavin. And it was so bad. And not that we didn't get along or anything, but it was so bad that my mom said, like, no, because you guys are going to get sick of each other. We don't want to deal with it.
You're just going to turn into brothers that hate each other. Siblings, how they always, it's funny too, like I always notice with siblings, how when growing up together, you guys hate each other. You yell at each other all the time. And then it's like once you move to your own place, once you I grew closer with my siblings once they moved out. And now, granted, I'd always just go over there and sleep at their house and hang out there all the time. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like you grow closer because you're not around each other 24/7.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened with me and my family.
Yeah,
we just get. I mean, we were never not close. But.
And it's like, by hate, I don't mean like you don't talk to each other and want nothing to do with them, but you just have a lot more arguments and stuff like that.
I'll tell you something a little bit different, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm in a group chat with him and his brothers. I'm the only non-brother in it. I actually really pride myself on that. Yeah, I've been in there, a few years now?
Probably 5 years.
5 years?
Damn.
Yeah.
The Broskies chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they're really good people. They are. I don't. The other reason why I picked you guys, honestly,
rugged good looks.
I mean, hey, you're just stating the obvious. No, you guys have really been people I can count on for anything since the day I met you. I don't know how many friends I've had come and go. And then, as you guys well know, being out of high school, you see your friend group get smaller and smaller. And I didn't really care. I didn't give no craps at all. As small as it got.
No,
I'm fine with it, with you guys. Because that's really all I talk to. And it's not even out of necessity. It's out of desire. Like, I don't even care. And there's nothing wrong with everyone else.
I probably talked to like 5 people from high school, like consistently.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to keep up with, more than that.
If it wasn't for social media, I'd forget about people.
Yeah.
Like every so often I'll see a post on Facebook or a post on Instagram and I'm like, oh crap, I did forget about them. Like, cause it's just, if it's someone that doesn't post very often or anything.
You're like, I'm friends with you?
Yeah, it's one of those. Delete. No. But yeah, I mean, they always say that your friend group gets way smaller after high school. And like, when we're in high school, it's like, yeah, we're going to be friends for a long time. And then like all of a sudden you just don't talk anymore.
You don't know how much. And my dad has a part to play in this. Because I think it was when I first heard the song. Tracy Lawrence song, Find Out Who Your Friends Are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he showed me that song. Unintentionally, it just came on the radio. I think I was in like elementary school. He said, once you get older, you will realize how true this song is. And, well, I mean, look where we are.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Oh, there's people in my life that were in my life that are no longer in my life, and it's just like over dumb stuff, or they were just going down the direction that you eventually have to cut people off because they're going down a direction you don't want to go down. They're almost pulling you down.
Yeah.
Like the people, I was listening to a podcast on the way down that was talking about the whole thing of like getting rid of the people that were almost like pulling you down. And you think you're friends, but in reality, you're trying to be successful. They're a little jealous that you're doing better, so they're trying to bring you back to like down to their level.
Yeah, it's so much easier for them to pull you down than for you to pull them up.
Yes. Yeah. I really wish Gavin could be on right now because he's like the epitome of that.
Pulling you down.
Yeah, you suck, Gavin. No, the amount of people he had that, like for example, I won't say his name, but he spent $4,000 on this guy over the years. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doing various little things for him, and then found out he actually stole $400 from him, and then lied about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably hurt.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, I've never had anything like that, luckily. It's because if people ask me for money, I'm like, buddy, I can't even afford it myself. So I'm just surviving off of what I got. I ain't got nothing to give you.
We are until the wedding. I'm not gonna lie to you about that, but and I'm not saying struggling per se, but we are very picky and choosy where our dimes and coins are going. But that's just because me and her are both bougie. We're not gonna have a little rinky dink wedding. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. We got a dance floor too. I don't know if I told you that.
Well, you have to.
It's like 15 by 15.
Yeah.
DJ's Cowboy Bob.
Nice.
Cowboy Bob.
He's not only country, which kind of surprised me. He said he did an Indian wedding. And he really played a lot of music. I'm talking like dot forehead Indian. He played a lot of their music. He said that he couldn't believe how well they respected him and were like proud of him that he knew all those kinds of songs.
You tell him to keep that playlist for your wedding.
No, you actually just reminded me. I got to go back. He sent me some papers that I got to fill out for various times of what song we think we would want. And when we met him and his wife at the venue, he said, just so you know, we can do whatever you want. It's very, very customizable how you want the thing to go. But
you already have a 7,000 song playlist.
I think on my phone I do have 4,000 songs.
For the wedding?
No.
That's what I was saying. You have a wedding playlist.
Oh, that's 400 songs, and I think I only got through the letter G of the alphabet. Yeah, I haven't even, and not all of them are going to stay. Obviously, that's how many hours of songs.
Yeah, you can't play them all, and then.
So we're gonna have to be very picky and choosy. But he said, don't, if you can. He said, I'm not trying to bash you guys at all, but don't only pick what you guys like. Right. He said, pick what will get people out on the dance floor and what everyone else
Cupid
will
shuffle.
like too. Honestly, I don't really want that.
What? I love the Cupid Shuffle.
It's too overplayed. It'll probably be there.
Yeah, but it gets everybody on the dance floor. Like, at least for a song.
I want the Biker Shuffle to be on there.
What is that?
You heard that?
Oh.
Dude, it'll see if you can find it. It's by like Big Moosey. But the thing is, I don't 100%. We'll have to like rehearse the dance a little bit before, because it is a little slightly more difficult than the Cupid Shuffle. But
you're losing me now.
I like that song so much better. See if you can pull it up, Cole.
What's it called? Biker Shuffle?
Yeah, Biker Shuffle. It's Big Moosey or Big Moochie, but it's spelled Mucci, I think.
Yeah, I found it. Hold on. I think I can connect to this. And I can play it on the headphones.
Believe it or not, when I was a 5th grade camp counselor my junior year, that's where I heard the song. They played it so all the kids could join in and had like a music video how to dance along with it. And I was like, I like this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a line dance song, just like Cupid Shuffle. But.
Hey, I need everybody to report to the dance floor right now for this one here, baby. Uh-oh, it's Big Moochie, baby. On Miss MC. Hey, check this out. I got this new line dance hustle, you hear me? Just going out to all my bikers all across the world. We gon' call this hit a biker shuffle. Let's go. Now walk it to your right. Now move it on up, move it on up. Now walk it to your left. Now bring it on back, bring it on back. Now kick with it, hop out in. Now kick with it, step to your right. Now slide with it, turn to your left with it. Walk it to your right. Now move it on.
What do you think?
That's so fast. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up.
Oh, it's fast.
At least the Cupid Shuffle's slow, so I can like keep up with it. What are some other like popular songs that always get people to the dance floor?
Shout. Is that the name of the song?
Yeah,
That's
it
cool.
does bring them out. Do you guys want to hear my 2 contenders for first dance for me and Riley?
Oh, okay.
Because we're still deciding between the 2. One of them's really old.
It's really tough.
And one of them is
I didn't
not
realize.
even 6 months old. Like,
Nice.
well, because so the one song we both agreed on, but we're not, out of respect for my grandma, because it was her and my grandpa's song. It was Elvis Presley's "Can't Help Falling in Love." Riley actually got me a little music box that plays the main chorus of it. We really like that song a lot, but we're not gonna do. It'll be at the wedding, but we're not gonna have that as our song. But we're thinking about Cody Johnson and Carrie Underwood. "I'm Gonna Love You." It literally just came out. I don't even know how long ago.
I don't know if I've heard that.
It's a duet with both of them.
Stars are gonna light up a midnight sky. The sun's gonna burn on the 4th of July. Tides are gonna turn with the pull of the moon. And I'm gonna love you.
Birds will fly south when the winter comes.
Yeah, I've heard that. I forgot about that song.
What do you think?
Good song. Yeah, me and Sierra, because we recently had got engaged and we were sitting there talking about it. And we were like,
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm sorry. We were like, she was like, "What is our song gonna be?" And I was like, "Oh crap." And I was like, "I don't know." And we have one picked out that I think. I mean, obviously, we still have a lot of time, but it's a song that I sent her way back in the beginning of the relationship, and she like told my sister about it. And it was just like a big thing, and she's like, "I don't know, that song's just always stuck with me since you sent it to me."
Low Bamba.
This reminds me of you. And it's actually called "Long Haul" by Ian Munsick.
I don't think I heard that. You want to put it on? Because the other one I'm debating on. Do you listen to Merle Haggard at all?
Yeah.
It's My Favorite Memory.
I don't know.
Do you listen to Merle Haggard?
I have before.
You like old country though.
Yeah.
It's good. I hear it.
I know. I was trying to figure out where the
first time we met is a favorite memory of mine. They say time changes all it pertains to, but your memory is stronger than time. I guess everything does change except what you choose to recall.
old Merle.
Yeah, it's
gonna be the name of my next dog.
Well, the reason I thought about doing that is because so when Riley went on her bachelorette trip up to St. Augustine with her sisters and everyone, they went behind her back and asked me, "Hey, there's this TikTok trend out there where they send the guy a bunch of questions about your fiance, and then they ask her at the same time and see, how much they align together." So I did that with her. And the last question, it wasn't the last question, but I told her sister Brooke, I said, make this the last one, and then play, that song afterwards. It was my favorite. What's your favorite memory of Riley? And I was like, I don't really have one. I was like, I'm just glad to have her here. So that's why I said, play that song afterward, and that speaks for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't realize too, like picking out songs, like looking at them, I was like, these are all like, I really like these songs and like it fits to our relationship, but they're way too fast.
Yeah.
Half of them, like you can't do like a first dance. What was yours?
Let me think about it.
Me and Tyler put way too much thought into this, apparently.
Well, we kind of have to, right now, but.
Yeah, I am not a dancer. I don't have a rhythmic bone in my body.
Buddy, if I dance, I just look like I'm like.
Yeah.
Well,
I went up there and just shuffled around.
You
for
did
3
last
minutes.
night.
What?
You did.
I didn't dance last night.
Dude, you know that song "Alcohol" by Brad Paisley, and the line says, "Alcohol helps I help white people dance."
Yeah.
All I could think about was you last night. But
when did I dance last night?
When did he dance? I don't ever remember him dancing.
Well, not intentionally, but on his way to and from the bathroom.
Hey, that's
not dancing. That's stumbling.
Yeah. What's just this one? It's Brad Paisley. Where's it at? She's Everything. Is that right?
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
That's a good song.
Very good song.
I did almost fall going to the bathroom a couple times. It was tough.
I didn't get up.
It's tough when the room is like sideways. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's trash. Did you know that he actually helped me propose to Riley?
Really?
So,
because you did it back in Ohio.
Yeah, I did at Buckeye Lake. You know where the dam is?
Yeah.
And that little peninsula out there with the rocks and the flagpole, that's where I did it. So the only bad part was, and I'm not mad at you for this, I swear I'm not.
I know it's not.
Well, I brought my big Milwaukee speaker, and I was going to play a Hardy song on there. It was Boyfriend. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
And the line basically goes, I don't want to be your boyfriend anymore. I want to marry you, blah, 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 blah. Well, he's going to connect to his phone after we got to dinner there, and I was going to start blaring, and I was just going to start talking to her how I feel, whatever. And he couldn't connect.
Could not connect.
For anything.
We tried aux cord. We tried everything.
Riley the only suspicion Riley had was we went to the Buckeye Lake Winery, which I was really surprised how good the food was.
Buckeye Lake Winery is really good.
But I didn't finish my plate.
Why?
My stomach was so upset and nervous. And that was the first and only sign she had. Like, something was a little bit off with him. But we went over there, and all of a sudden, Matt just runs up from behind my truck, like sprinting, got it on YouTube playing, sets his phone down on the hood of the truck, takes off. And Riley's like, what the hell? Matt's here? What's going on? And then, like, slowly but surely, she sees my family and her mom coming out from like a few cars hiding back there, and like a few of them are recording and stuff. And then I slowly got down. Dude, I almost dropped the ring. Putting it on her. Did you see the video my grandma had? I don't know. Dude, you can see my hands like this. I knew what the answer was going to be.
I know. Like, that's how I was too.
I almost threw up on her.
Yeah.
That's like no joke. I was that queasy.
And I got married, or I got engaged on a dare. Not that I didn't want
to. Tell us how you really feel.
No, it's nervous. Like, were you nervous?
Yeah, it was. It was in front of
like a. Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, tell your story.
It wasn't too bad. So it was the 4th of July. Her family goes. Her family has a cabin in Hocking Hills. They go there every 4th of July. They have a whole celebration. So it was like her extended family, maybe 50 people there, and they have this nice lake, very scenic. And then at sunset, we went out on the dock, and basically in front of everybody, I kind of like gathered everybody over here, or I like made up something like all the cousins like were like, hey, everyone get over here to the dock, whatever. And then I grabbed Megan and pulled her out. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
what you've always wanted.
Yeah. I don't remember what I said, but
I didn't say anything.
I stumbled. I couldn't get anything out. I basically just hugged her and said, I love you, and I'll tell you whatever I wanted to really tell you later because I can't get it out now.
Yeah, when I did it, she was literally like at the counter cooking dinner, and I got home. Well, first off, I have to go all the way back because I was already planning on meeting with her dad that day. He was helping me haul some wood from my boss's house to my house because it was longer boards that I couldn't fit into my car, and he has a work van, so I threw it in that. And I asked him, and he said, yeah. I was like, well, you might be hearing from us here in a few hours because I think I'm doing it today. And he's like, just don't do what I did. And I was like, what's that? He goes, hyperventilate. Jeez. So I guess like their story, he made like dinner for her mom and like did everything, like had a candlelit dinner and everything, and he couldn't do it. Like he was like too nervous, and he started hyperventilating, or he just couldn't do it. So then like 2 weeks later, I guess Sierra's mom got home from work and asked, or he just was like, hey, came in the room. He's like, I need to ask you something. And he started hyperventilating and had to leave the room.
Oh, man.
So then he ended up coming back in a couple hours later and asked him. And I was like...
A couple hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah. And he's like, I already knew she was going to say yes, but I just couldn't get it out. Yeah. And like now I understand what he meant. But
right.
So I got home, or I was about to leave my boss's house. I had the ring at my work. Because my boss, he knows a jeweler, so that's what, like, I went through him and got it, and I like was like, oh crap! I was talking to my boss. I was like, because I was about to go home with Sierra's dad to unload that wood, and I was like, how do I go get the ring? I forgot I don't have the fucking ring. And he was like, we had just picked up pigs for him that day for his daughter's 4-H, and he was like, say that you need to go to the shop and get me some feeders and bring them out here because I have to go to practice or with the girls or whatever. And I was like, all right, that'll work. So I get home and like I'm like telling this story like thinking she's not gonna buy it. She's gonna be like, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? Because I was like, I gotta run to the shop, and she's like, I didn't think anything of it. I figured it was normal because you do it all that kind of stuff all the time. So I ran to the shop, grabbed the ring, got home. I had grabbed the mail, and like I came in and I'm like looking at the mail, and she's cooking dinner with her back turned to me. She thought I had gone in the bathroom, and you know how like you go through my kitchen and then like my bathroom's over here.
On the right, yeah.
She thought I was in the bathroom. She didn't even know I was standing behind her. I didn't say anything. I just got down on one knee, and she like didn't turn around. I went, hey.
Real slow approach.
She turned around and she goes, what? And she started asking a million questions. I asked, I was like, will you marry me? And she like started asking questions. She's like, who all knew about this? All these things. And she's like, did you really have to go to the shop? And like, I was like, I started answering the one, and I was like, wait, hold on. Will you answer my question first? And she was like, yes. And then she was like, all right, now tell me all the other answers. And I was like, okay. But it was like one of those that I was just, because what had happened is earlier that day, my boss, we were working at his house, and I was doing some stuff up in the attic of his shop, and I'm up there, and he's like, when are you going to propose? You've had that ring for like a month. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll just do it today. And he was like, heard you wouldn't. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm doing it today.
Did she cry?
No, she doesn't. She's not a crier. I'm more of a crier than she is.
Riley. Yeah, she ain't like that.
What? Riley didn't cry?
No, Riley's was hysterical.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's Megan?
Megan cried a little bit, and it caught. I had to choke up a little bit, and then I was like, her whole family's there staring at me. I'm like, God, jeez, I want to be a bozo right now, but.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was the same way, and I only did that out of reaction of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she
That's
didn't
all it
cry,
is,
I'd have been, stone cold. But
It's still so weird seeing a ring on her finger. Like it throws, because it's like Sierra doesn't wear a lot of like jewelry in general. So like every so often I'll be laying in bed and I sleep on the left side of the bed and I'll look over and like there's a glare from the TV off to the ring and I'm like, that's so weird. And she's like, yeah, try wearing it. It's kind of weird wearing it, and because she doesn't wear it, so she's like, it's just weird. But how is the adjustment period to wearing a wedding ring?
So it's super weird for like a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now I feel weird if I don't have it on.
It's almost like a watch.
Yeah, I feel naked without it. But are you guys gonna do tungsten? Do you know?
I don't know for sure, but that's something I'd like to do.
Yes, but I have a rubber one or whatever it is.
Nylon.
Yeah.
For work.
Right.
But the part I'll tell you, Cole, at least, was when Riley started sending me ideas because she got mine online, and all this website does is geared towards men's rings, and I'd buy every single one. Like I'm not a jewelry guy, but they got some sweet designs.
Yeah.
And the one she got me, and I tried it on everything, and when I see it on my finger. Like seeing it on hers, that's a stepping stone of getting prepared. But when I saw it on mine, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got lucky because I get 50% off wedding bands.
how?
Because my ring took forever to come in. Because when I went in to get Sierra's engagement ring, they had to order it, and like it was kind of specially made. Like I wanted a certain diamond with a certain band, and they didn't have that in stock. He's like, I can get it for you. And I got a really good deal. But I'm sitting there, and like my boss, he went to high school with him, and he was texting him, was like, hey, when's his ring coming in? Because it had been like, he told me a week, and it had been like 2-3 weeks, and I still hadn't heard anything.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know what the hell's taking him so long. He's like, tell him I'll throw in a lifetime warranty and 50% off wedding bands.
Whoa.
I was like, deal. I already got a really good deal on the ring in general.
Yeah.
I think you gotta get married a few times to get get your money's worth.
That's what I was like, Sierra, we're gonna have to like upgrade every couple of years.
Renew the vows.
Definitely with the same woman. That's what I meant.
I can't say that on the podcast, man. I agree with you.
Well, she's not watching it.
No, she doesn't watch any of them. I was like, Jesus, I do all this work, and I was like, do you listen to any? And she's like, no. I'm like, that's fine, whatever.
Because she helps you out with them, right?
Not anymore. Now that I do video,
Yeah.
I pretty much do. I take care of everything and I don't know. Yeah, she would come down and take pictures every so often. What I'd love to have, but she won't do, is somebody behind the scenes like Jamie on Rogan's podcast. I'd be like,
the computer
hook up to the TV and be able to like actually look stuff up. Because especially with me and Dante do Beyond the Surface episodes where we talk about all kinds of things. Like I think the last one we talked about lying or media bias, and if you should be allowed to be biased in the media and stuff like that. Like sometimes it's like we're looking stuff up on our phone, and it's like I wish I had somebody that could just like throw it up on TV for me.
Is that one of your plans to whether it's you or somebody else? Do you want to like actually get a monitor up there and then I don't know, maybe like have
I have
Apple
TV,
Play or whatever?
I have that TV in the basement. Well, not anymore because our TV upstairs took a shit, and I was like, I ain't buying a new TV. We got one in the basement that we hardly ever use. So
Yeah.
Sorry, my legs hurt.
you're gonna stand.
Yeah, I'm losing blood flow.
I gotta hook up
to my legs.
My camera turned off. It only records for an hour.
Oh.
Keep going. The audio.
Okay. My TV at home just crapped because there was a lightning strike 100 yards from our apartment. It's like a tree, and this tree got fried, and there's the electrical pulse from it took out my TV. So I spent $400 on a new one.
That's why you gotta get the That's what they always say. Like all the new breaker or outlets nowadays are like GFI and stuff. Like they're protected. They're
surge protection.
Yeah, surge protection. That's what like I remember in college, Mom, when I was getting like those, what do you call them? The strips, whatever they're called, where you can plug like 20 things into.
Oh, yeah.
Surge protector.
Is that what it's actually called?
No, power strip.
Power strip. That's what and she was like, you need to get the surge protector once. And I was like, why? Like, I didn't understand that whole point of it, I guess.
Yeah. We had one actually that was plugged into, but it's cheap. Yeah, didn't work.
And if it was a good enough strike, there's probably no saving it in general.
Yeah.
So
I think I need one. I don't have any on the house, but, Florida, #1 place in the world for lightning strikes. I think I need to get one. Got to contact FPL.
Yeah, especially the metal roof, right?
Yeah. I wonder how much attention that actually does draw from storms,
I don't know.
it honestly must not be too bad because they're becoming very, very, very common.
Well, it's supposed to last like 40 years, which I ain't got no problem.
Oh, if I build a house, I'm putting metal on.
Dude, like, maintenance free, other than cleaning out your gutters.
Yeah, except walking on them, you got to be a little more careful.
Oh, I'm not getting up there. Heck no. You'd
I
have to go barefoot.
Yeah, or they make like socks too that are specific for metal.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
they like fit all around your toes a certain way.
I got up on my roof one time, and I will never do it again. My roof is steep as shit, and I did not realize it all the way at the top.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Like, so, like, the one side of my house, like, my house is like this. The one side has, like, the deck porch on it, too. So, like, at least you have something to drop your fall. The other side, you're falling from the second story down to a gravel driveway, and there's nothing to stop you. And Sierra, like, I was hanging Christmas lights because I like to go all out for Christmas lights. And I was up there on a ladder. I was actually up on the roof and doing things. And she was like, we're never doing this again. She's like, you are scared shitless and you turn into an asshole. And I'm like, because I'll be like, quit moving the ladder. And she's like, I'm not. You're shaking. I don't know what it is. I don't like heights. I'm not a big, but I love roller coasters, but I'm not a big heights person.
You're not like Gavin.
What?
He's a whole different story with heights, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like,
see, like, my boss could pick me all the way up in the excavator bucket. And the big excavator, he could, if I was standing in it and he lifted it all the way up,
you just hold on to it.
I would, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason, if I'm up there, like, by myself, I just, like, freak out.
Have you ever been to Tennessee, like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and all that? What's that one tower? If you walk up it, you can see, like, you're in, like, the corner of like 3 different states.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then if clouds coverage is like low enough, I guess you can see like 7
states. Yeah.
So we went there. And Gavin went with us for my aunt's wedding one time, and that was one of the places we stopped at. This tower maybe is 5 stories tall. I can't remember exactly how tall it is, but it's really not that tall. Big concrete structure. I mean, it's
in Chattanooga?
Shaped like...
No, it's not. No. It's not that one.
No, this one says you can see 7 states.
Yeah, I have done that one, but the one he's talking about is different. It's like right outside of
like
Gatlinburg.
It's like a dome tower at the top, kind of looking thing, but it's a big concrete structure. I'm not kidding. Okay, like, I don't know how you could feel unsafe. It's very sturdy.
Klingman's Dome Observation Tower.
That sounds right. So you saw what it looks like. Gavin only got up to like the first turn, and then started like holding on to the concrete. He's like, "Have fun." I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? He's like, I can't go any further. I was like, why don't you just walk in the middle? You don't have to walk on the edge and be going up there like that. And he's like, I can't do it, man. I just go.
Don't look down.
No, he's very bad with heights.
Would he do like a chairlift? Like a ski lift?
God, no.
No?
Oh, God, no.
Seriously? I guess you are off the ground a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Well, hold on. I think I went with him to Mad River to go snowboarding when we lived together. But I don't know, maybe it was the optical illusion because how white it is down there. You can't really see how far you are. And he's strapped in a little bit. Maybe it's because, he's not really strapped in and secured.
I think that's why I like roller coasters, is I feel secure.
Yeah.
Even though I probably shouldn't, and they break down all the time. It's like Reno. Reno talked. He was like, dude, I love roller coasters. I can't ride them. I was like, why? He's like, I'm too big. He goes, everybody else, it goes click, 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 click. He goes, me, they go click.
Done.
And he's like, can we get this down a little bit further? Like, I don't like.
Does he have to,
He tries, and he's always like, can I get another one out of it?
Yeah. I wonder if it's rated for that. To at least hold on one click.
It must be. I don't know. I wouldn't feel safe going upside down with one click. You like roller coasters?
Oh, I love them. Yeah. We like to do like Cedar Point or Kings Island once a year.
I haven't been in a while. I love Cedar Point and Kings Island.
I've never been to Cedar Point.
Oh, really?
Never been to Cedar Point?
Nope.
You never got to ride Top Thrill.
Nope. I've only been to Kings Island 3 times.
I think Cedar Point's better.
It is.
In terms of roller coasters.
It is. Ohio State does like a OSU day at Cedar Point. Mm-hmm. Have you done that?
I've gone once with somebody.
I went one time, and I think the weather was kind of bad throughout the middle of the day. Mm-hmm. Stuff was closed. We stuck it out, and we stayed. And then the end of the day, it cleared up. So there's nobody in the park. We went to the Millennium Force. We rode it 9 times in a row.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the day. And I don't get queasy at all for that sort of stuff. But at that point, I was like, all right.
That was a lot of G-forces.
Yeah.
I haven't stopped for a minute, so. That first hill, though, is always what gets me. It's like, and it's weird. I won't sit in the front, but I'll sit in the one right behind the front.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't mind that, but it's that first hill. If I'm in the front, I'm like, nope, get me out. I'm done. But as soon as I start dropping, I'm like, awesome. It's like that pause, like that adrenaline right there. I'm like, I don't like this part because it makes me start second guessing everything.
I love doing the roller coaster like that. The Maverick there is where it drops and it goes backwards a little bit. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah, that one threw me off. My favorite one I think I've ever rode is the Raptor. Just because I liked all the twists and turns and going upside down. I really like, and I liked having my feet dangling. That's kind of cool.
You guys ever been to Universal in Orlando?
Nope.
So they had this one thing. I want to say I was maybe 6, 7 at the time. They called it Dr. Doom's Fearfall. It was the...
Is it like a drop tower?
Yeah, so it was the guy and the Marvel characters. The bad guy, the first bad guy that the Fantastic Four fight. Mm-hmm. It was his Fearfall. Okay. Well, the person, you got to be a certain height to go, wasn't really paying attention because I did the, tiptoe trick. And they actually let me through. And I found out the hard way, there's a real reason why they do that. So I get strapped in and go up, and I'm like, there's like a 4 to 6 inch gap between the shoulders. And when we go, it was actually the bar that goes across your legs that saved me. I really did almost die that day. I would have been the kid that fell out and just flung out through the top. My mom had to grab me and pull me back down because she was sitting beside me, and it scared the ever living piss out of me.
Yeah, I actually that's one thing that I don't like is the drop towers.
I don't like drop towers.
I've done them sometimes, but I don't go out of my way to do a drop tower.
I'd rather get on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have. I would have liked to see you on Top Thrill.
I think I've only ever been on one roller coaster that went upside down. Actually,
Top Thrill barely goes upside down. Or don't they have a new one?
Yeah, Top Thrill 2. It's opened up last season, but it was closed most of the season.
Like it always is. I waited 2.5 hours in line for that stupid 13-second ride.
Yeah. Do you guys ever do the Fast Pass if you go?
I don't go enough, but no, I wanted to.
So the way I justify it in my head is we go only once a year, maybe if that. So let's just go out, go all out for that one day, and then we get your money's worth. And I think every time that we've done that and got the Fast Pass, by the end of the day, we've ridden everything we wanted to multiple times. And it's like, okay, now I'm satisfied. I can go another year without it. So rather than, going and spending most of your day waiting in line.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No, but I think it is worth it. But
I got a question. Do we want to wake Ding Dong up and try and get him on? I think we should.
If you can.
Because I think he'll probably regret it if he...
Hour 13 in right now.
And I'm pulling it's my weekend card right now. I want the memory of his ass being right there.
Man, I don't give a shit.
Well, I got him.
Go pick him up.
Yeah, but he's got all that peanut butter. All this shit.
How about you start licking it up?
That's what I was gonna say. Wish me luck. Well, that failed miserably.
Yeah, did not go according to plan.
So just to give you guys an idea, I put peanut butter on his face and on his hands and had the dog lick it all up. Cole and I put
a bottle of Fireball under his nose.
and he shot up real fast for a second. Matt pulled up the chair all the way so he's sitting right side up, and all he did was fall over to the side.
He's down and out for the count.
It's not like we did anything very hard. He slept earlier already too.
Buddy, we have gotten... Yeah, I guess we did take a nice nap here. How long did we sleep?
I slept like 2 hours.
What time did you wake up?
I don't know.
Because I actually woke up and got in the shower and then fell back asleep. I about fell asleep in the shower.
I'd say I got up at 5:30.
Okay.
And like got up 5:45 because that's when Riley had to go to work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we didn't get leave to go to the restaurant until 8 o'clock. 8:30 maybe.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah. So, well, what questions do you have any questions you wanted to run in, Tyler?
No, you said you had...
I didn't have a plan for this.
No, but you said you had a bunch of questions you wanted to ask. You've already thought about, for us at least.
I've already gone through my stuff.
Dang, I didn't plan on answering that quick. What all have you planned out for your wedding?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot at all. Maybe a date. That's about it.
Okay, I'm waiting.
It'll be in August, probably, actually, because the 22nd of August is a Saturday that year.
This year?
Next year.
Next year, okay.
Her brother gets deployed next week for 9 months to a year, so we gotta wait till he comes back, which is fair. Even though he was like, you can just FaceTime me. It'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning, but
that's funny.
Because he's going to Kuwait. But the 22nd, because we were gonna do a little bit more fall, but she's fine with August, so it doesn't, like, before it gets too cold, but it's not hopefully too hot at that time either, because it's an outdoor wedding. But also the 25th is my birthday, so it works out. And I was like, well, I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
It's similar to my parents. My dad's birthday and my parents' anniversary is 2 days apart.
No,
it's like the 16th and 18th of June. So
that makes it nice.
It makes it. I was like, yeah, I'll be able to remember August, and like so 22nd. If we get married on the 22nd, will be our anniversary. 25th is my birthday. 27th is my brother's birthday. Just a big August family.
I don't know what she was doing. She got scared all of a sudden. All right, well, I got a complete 180. How do you guys feel about RFK getting confirmed?
Yeah, I mean, I hope I hope that he can follow through with some stuff that he's been talking about and figure out what's been going on with the health in America.
Yeah.
And the decline.
I say that as we got cookies out on the table.
I probably have the shit that he's getting rid of.
Well, actually, I did get these compared to the Nestle ones because they don't have the bioengineered stuff in it.
Dude, have I told you about an app that's awesome?
It checks all that, like what's in it, right?
Yeah, it's called Yuka. I love it.
You didn't tell me. I heard it on Rogan.
That's where I heard it. It was Sean Ryan that talked about it. But, dude, like, do we have any Hand me some of those, like the Twizzlers or something behind you.
Mountain Dew. That'll do.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew will work. It's free. And you just scan the barcode.
Barcode? Interesting.
Mountain Dew's 0 out of 100.
Oh, it says like it says it's absolutely bad for you on additives, calories, and sugar.
Dude, it'll go in and break it down. Why am I
It
trying to
says
put
it's decent on saturated fat and sodium. Is the package for these cookies in there?
Yeah.
Now it makes
Yeah,
me
the
want to
one.
do it. Yeah, Cole, you want to grab that? It's the red package. I think they're on the left-hand side in there. Because I'm about to feel a certain type of way after devouring these. I love these little things.
Yeah, you better eat those before we check it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll ruin your day.
It will ruin your day.
18 out of 100.
Better than Mountain Dew.
Says there's 1 gram of protein in here. It's free?
Yeah. And it will break down. And what's nice too is it'll show you like a suggested replacement for it.
Yeah, it does. Hold on, let me click on that.
Yeah, but once you get it, grocery shopping never becomes the same. You start scanning everything that you're about to buy. And like honestly, it's been nice in terms of like, you know, I'm bad about like snack food, chips, like just candy, whatever. And like I'll scan it, and if it's bad, I'm like, I don't need it. It's fine, whatever. But it.
I don't personally have that problem anymore. Now, mind you, I'm cheating like hell this weekend with you guys, but I've been on the carnivore diet.
Even with like your steaks, you'll be surprised by some of your steak. Well, some of your ground beef is actually really bad.
Well, the sad part is, since doing this, yes, it is a little bit more on the more expensive side doing this, but I'm at least trying to do some sort of meat. So if I gotta buy the cheap stuff, the cheapy, it's better than a salad per se.
Right. But if you go to that grass-fed meat, grass-fed is a whole different. It tastes so much better too.
So I went with because Riley's mom has the card for Costco, the membership. So that's where we got the grass-fed hamburger.
Costco does have a lot of good options in terms of like healthier eating.
I could not. So the way I fixed the meals, I did. It's like 2 pounds of hamburger meat, enough to make like 4 patties worth, and I made all that up just with salt and pepper. Cooked it in a buttload of butter, and had 4 eggs with it. I ate all that in one sitting, and just salt and pepper on everything, and the beef inside the egg yolk. Man, that was good. Mm-hmm. It was so good.
Yeah, you could, especially with like the amount of fish down here and good fish, because you can do fish with the carnivore diet too.
Yeah, I don't want to go crazy on that though. For example, with tuna, it's got higher doses of mercury in it. I don't want to go crazy with fish, but I'm going to actually lean more towards red meat. I'm probably going to die down on the chicken, the pork, sausage, whatever. I'll still do the bacon and eggs, but I'm going to lean more towards ground beef and steak.
Oh, here's what I'll also tell you too. That app scans beauty products. Shampoo, your soap. You'll realize how bad some of that stuff is too.
So like the products I use, at least for my head, maybe it's because it's like a macho thing. I do Old Spice.
I'm pretty sure Old Spice is terrible.
I don't think it's that great for you. I'm not sure what ones are of guy products. What ones are good? Because at least like soap wise, I only do like the Dove men's Dove Plus Care.
Oh yeah.
So, my stuff wasn't too bad. I didn't think. I'm trying to find it because I use the Head and Shoulders for my shampoo, and I switch up on my soap from time to time. Right now I have, never mind. Old Spice deodorant's good.
I have that.
72 out of 100.
Have you ever seen anything be 100?
No.
100 out of 100?
Closest I think I've got is 99.
On what?
I believe
It's got to be something like one ingredient type of thing.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't scan alcohol. I tried. It's funny. I forget what it says, but it says like, unfortunately, our app does not scan this. I'll scan something. I'll scan the bush light over there real quick because it's funny what it says. Because it's like, you know what you're trying to do or something. Yuka does not rate alcohol, but you already know what you are doing.
That is funny.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if it does scan alcohol, and I did it, and it was like, oh, no, it doesn't, but it was funny. Yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of, but it also says like the water is good. And well, it's only a 65.
I really do like the carnivore diet though. I did it pretty strong, actually very strong. I was really proud of myself for all January and well, up until you guys were here. And
oh, you can't blame us.
Oh, I'm blaming you.
You invited us.
Dude, I lost 12 pounds.
Yeah, that's good.
Without like minimal exercise. And when I mean minimal, I mean like walking still around the block. Like very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel great. I really do when I'm on it.
You look great.
I mean, well, that's why you're here, man. You're my hype man. But I'd say the best I felt, honestly, is the beef and eggs or the steak and eggs. That really sets the tone. I know I ate like a buttload in one sitting, but I don't know the last time or how long it took for me to eat after that. I'd say it was at least 8-9 hours before I ate another meal. No, it was more. It wasn't until lunchtime the next day because that was for dinner.
Is it typical that you'd have like 2 meals a day doing that?
Usually I do skip breakfast. So like at least a weekday, what I usually do, I stop at the Publix by work, and I try to grab something that's just pure meat. Like for example, I'll get like peppered salami, or the Cuban guy I'm working with, he'll turn me on to chorizo. It's got a little bit more of a kick to it. But no, I'll eat like little meat packets of that on the way to the job site or for lunch. And then when I get home, if you want to talk about like quantity, yeah, it is probably like 2 meals worth. I don't eat as often. I've never been a breakfast guy per se, but
I'm not either.
I'm fine.
I don't do well with diets. I break off very quickly.
I mean, it's meat though.
Yeah,
it's not a hard diet if you can just get rid of the bread.
I like
rice.
candy.
Dude, I love chocolate. I that is my Achilles heel is chocolate. I'm not gonna lie to you. But so like to cover the sweets aspect, mostly I would just do like a spoonful or two of honey, raw honey. Like I tried to find on the shelf the most like natural one.
Isn't there a thing out there like too much honey is actually bad for you?
I think anything really natural in nature is probably good for you. It seems hard for me to.
I think that's a conspiracy started by bears.
That's a good point. I mean, that's valid. It was Smokey. It was probably Smokey the bear.
Hey, boo boo. Oh man, but no, he told me this before you guys got here that Nick ate her. He did spoonfuls of peanut butter and honey, and dude, I tried it the other day, and you need to try it. Like,
You've never had a peanut butter and honey sandwich?
I'm talking like just on a spoon.
Right,
Like just
but it's
by
the same
itself.
thing, just
Yeah,
on a
same
sandwich.
No,
I never had that sandwich. No.
Throw some bananas in there too.
I got a
Sounds like a good time.
I got a jar of peanut butter and a little thing of honey, and I was eating that at the job site. I liked it that much. Which I don't know how would peanut butter fall into that.
What do you mean?
I mean, peanut butter is good for you.
Yeah, protein.
Protein.
Depending on which ones you get, probably.
Yeah.
But
Some of them got more sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if it's got sugar, like I said, I try to do the peanut butter or the honey or both, because that's really, really natural. But other than that, no, just strictly meat. Which is weird if you tell people, you're doing it. They could be, it's like coming from a loving standpoint. They're like, you got to eat your fruits and vegetables and all this stuff. And I'm like,
fruits and vegetables aren't as good.
I feel great. How come you didn't, bitch and moan when I was just eating pizza and cheeseburgers all the time? But now you decide to get on me because I'm doing a diet?
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense to me.
Well, that's like kind of going like back to the RFK thing. A lot of people are like that are pissed about RFK. They're like, he's getting rid of everything, and he's like, no, he's not getting rid of these foods. He's getting rid of some of the stuff that we are putting in our food. Like he's saying, you can still make it, you just have to replace it with this. Like you can't use this ingredient anymore because like what's the big one that he's getting rid of? The corn syrup or
the seed oils.
Seed oils.
Okay.
Which did you know? Every other country for Coca-Cola uses cane sugar except us.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff made around the world is, or sold around the world is banned other than here. Yeah. A lot of their products.
I was going to say that, like, it just feels like we're so far behind the ball in terms of, like, the health in our food products. And it just makes sense that we at least catch up to what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
If you look at videos of like our parents when they were our age, like of that generation, like you never saw a fat person.
No.
Yeah.
They were all skinny. And it's not like they all worked out all the time. Right. It was just what they were eating.
No, if you saw like a 400, 500, 600 pound person 100 years ago, they were in the circus.
Yeah.
They were like, whoa, that's kind of weird, like the bearded lady kind of thing.
Yeah. Bearded ladies, those are very common nowadays.
Tommy is now Tammy.
Yeah, we had a couple of bearded ladies, I think, last night at the bar.
No, there's, I think, about 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them in there came in real late. Oh, man.
You guys want to share the game that we were playing last night?
No.
I think people will get a kick out of it.
I think you should.
What we were doing is we were going around every place that we went because we went to a golf, like it's essentially Top Golf for anybody in Ohio listening. Golf place, we went to 2 different bars last night. And, well, we went to 3, but only stayed at 2. The first place we went to, Matt decided to ask our waitress at the golf place if he's like, all right, so out of the 4 of us, which one is gay? And she was like, is one of you gay? And I was like, yes. Like, that's what I kept going with because I was like, if we don't tell them, like, I was like, yeah, one of us is. And, well, the first round, I got picked. And apparently it was my tight shirt. Because it did bother me because I was like, all right, now I got to know why. Like, what made me look gay? Yeah, so I was the first victim. And then the second place we went to, asked our bartender, and she said, Matt. Well, first she did say, I don't think any of you are gay. And
we pressed her for an answer.
Yeah.
She said me because my fruity drink. But it was the drink that 3 out of the 4 of us had. So
yeah, I don't know. I was the only one that didn't have it, and mine was still fruity.
I didn't like it though.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah. So that was another drink you had because you finished that one of mine. I think you forgot to count that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that was bourbon in that shit. So we started strong.
But no, she said it was too obvious for Gavin though, because of the shirt and the mustache.
Because when we were getting ready to go out, like we already knew we were going to do this, and when we were getting ready to go out, Gavin's like, "They're probably going to pick me because my shirt." They told me, at least at that 21st Amendment place that we went to, which also was a great bar. It was really cool. Obviously, you kind of got to be more of a bourbon person to kind of like, But she said, what'd they say to me? You're Cabela's hat. You're not. It's not you. And I was like, well, all right. I'm glad that paid off this time. Obviously, the other girl doesn't know what Cabela's is because.
Yeah.
And then the third person, we didn't ask at the last place that we went, but the other bartender or whatever at that 21st Amendment, who'd she pick? She half-picked Gavin.
Yeah, but she didn't settle on anybody.
She said it was
none
too
of us are
obvious
ghosts.
for Gavin, so she was like, I think you guys are just playing me here.
Yeah. Well, actually, we didn't ask her. The first bartender asked her.
The bartender
Yeah.
asked.
She got it on board. That was pretty cool.
She knew what was happening.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It was funny, though, and she was like, what do you like to drink? And I was like, well, I like Busch Light. She just, like, laughed, and I'm like, I drink bourbon, too. Like
This is a really higher-end bar.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Where was your favorite place you think we ate this week, like this weekend?
That we ate?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you can't ask me. I'm biased.
Yeah.
You're biased.
Yeah.
No, I liked the seaside place. What did I get there?
When we go there?
Yeah,
Which
it's
That was
one?
on the
Smashburger.
beach.
That was yesterday's lunch.
Yeah, okay.
I had a smash burger there. It was
Yeah.
it was really good.
That burger wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, that we got.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it just...
My fries were cold.
Mine were too. I liked the first place we went Friday night.
Oh, Squid Lips.
Yeah, Squid Lips.
That's one of me and Riley's favorites.
I really like that. I got a mahi Reuben.
That's just
Yeah.
Reuben's not really my thing, but
Oh, I love Reubens. Which people in Ohio, Crossroads has an amazing Reuben.
dude,
Owned by Jack Sawyer's parents.
Yes. Yeah. I talk to him fairly often. Not fairly often. Every so often I get to talk to Lyle. So I would like to talk to Jack in this setting.
so if you're listening, Lyle,
Yeah. I've been working on that, hopefully before the draft, but that's probably unlikely because March with the combine and
Yeah,
everything.
coming
it's-
quick.
Yeah, I'm not going to probably be able to get him on. And he's probably going to be like out in California or something. I don't know. He might get drafted first round.
would you guys want to hear a fun fact?
Yes.
I still have not seen the championship game.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
I don't know when.
Did you see the Texas
Okay.
game?
I don't watch football, like college or pro. Ohio State's the only one I even somewhat follow, but no, dude, I was doing real estate training during the national championship game. I wasn't paying attention.
National championship. The Texas game was my favorite game
Yeah,
of the.
that was awesome.
That was incredible.
Yeah, Jack's play in that game. I think you could probably hear that throughout the state of Ohio.
Oh yeah,
I yelled so loud at my TV. I was
Everybody did.
like, go!
Yeah.
that's the only part of the game I saw.
Because it was all over everything.
That was all over social media.
Yeah, I think I watched that play 100 times
Yeah,
that night.
That's
Yeah. Me and my boss is so superstitious, and like after we beat Texas, Sierra was like, you should invite Steve over for the game. I was like, he won't. He was telling me like the game before, or the Texas game, he had his foot in the most uncomfortable position, but we were playing well when his foot was there, so he wouldn't move it. And all the other thing, like his wife came in wearing an Ohio State sweatshirt when we were playing bad, and he was like, did you wear that the first two games? And she's like, no. And she's like, go take it off.
oh wow.
Like, he's that superstitious. But that stems, I think, from he won a state championship in baseball at Heath, and like they were superstitious. Like they had a coach, he actually just passed away, but you had to always have like short hair, beard trims, like it was like almost military
Uniform
style. But when it came to tournament or like like when you go on the runs in tournament, if you were winning, you don't cut your hair, you don't shave your beard, nothing. It all stays the same. Like you don't do anything for that. So that was the only time they were ever allowed to have long hair was during tournament time. But are you guys superstitious at all? Like, do you guys have any?
No, I don't. I'm
I'm
not.
not.
Let me ask this. That's a very general question. Do you mean like superstitious in a bad way or positive? Like a positive way.
Either.
I think I do positively.
How?
Speaking things into existence. I know that was like a big thing on one of the first podcasts I was on with you. I can say about two things mainly, at least with Riley and my truck. How long did I say I wanted a 1-ton diesel?
Yeah.
And then what am I driving now?
Chevy, piece of shit.
No, it's got 220,000 miles. Still running strong. for a 18-year-old truck.
Yeah.
But no, that, and then after a horrible breakup, I prayed for, 3 solid months every night. Just bring me the next person I ain't got to worry about. That'll be like wifey material. And when I said that, I didn't realize he would actually bring her into my parents' living room.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go find her, do nothing. Just Maya's friend. But no, like, in that aspect, I really do. The hard part is the patience. Mm-hmm. It really, really is. Because, like, right now I'm reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Mm-hmm. And it's a very hard book for me to read. I understand it, but you know how we were talking yesterday, like, about reading, and it's a very informative book. You got to go back and reread it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now picture that with someone. I want to say he wrote this. Was it in the 20s? You wrote that? 20s, 30s, 40s, sometime in that period. They talked a lot differently. Like, you can tell our education system is absolute shit now. And how horrible we talk in the language. But no, like, trying to understand, it's dang near like reading the old school Romeo and Juliet. Like, that's how hard it is for me. But I am getting a lot out of that book.
Yeah, I love reading. I just don't do it as often. I brought my book, but I just never get to read as often as I want to, because I get home, edit a video till midnight, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed.
Or you're here and it's always bottoms up.
Not today. I only had 2 beers today. Well, I mean, if you're counting from midnight until 4 a.m. But I had a handful at the bar.
No, it's been a good time here. It really has.
We get to do it again in a month.
Dude.
Not as crazy, I'd say, but
I think we really should do it Friday night before the wedding. You guys try and pump me up beforehand.
Yeah. Talk you out of it.
I mean,
love you, Riley. Oh, man. It's funny. Everyone keeps telling me. I had a coworker one time. Matt met him once. Good old Kenny. I called him Father Time. He was about, I think he's about 46 now, but he looks like he's 66.
Yep.
Like, smoking has not been kind to that man. But no, every now and then I'd be working and Riley called me and have her on speakerphone. And Kenny would be yelling over the phone, "Run away, girl, run away." You know better, damn it. Which, funny story about him. So, like I told you guys earlier, that I was been losing weight. So I was probably at my heaviest with working with him. God knows what I was, I don't know. But he would always make fun of me for my weight, and I'd get on him for being old. So, like, one time, going to lunch, I said, "Hey, old man, you want me to help you cross the road?" And, like a good Boy Scout, so you don't get hit by a car. Held my arm out and everything. He punched me for that. It was totally worth it. And then another time, I'm up on a ladder, bent over, getting stuff so I can, fool with the hangers and the pipe up in the ceiling. And, "Oh, Bubba, you better stand up. Your face is starting to turn blue." I was like, "Kenny, one more word, and I'm making a phone call." And he thought I was going to call HR just to be an asshole. But we'd get each other's necks hard. And I forget what it was, but he said something else at the time. And so I made a phone call. I've told Matt this. I don't know if I've told you this. I called a nursing home.
Oh, God.
I pretended he was my grandpa. I was getting really delirious, and I wanted to admit him.
Oh, God. You took it to that
The
level.
crazy part. So they called me back. I was on the phone with them for like 20 minutes straight, giving them a whole fake story of everything. They bought it. They really bought it.
You wasted these good people's time.
The sad part is they called me back 3 separate times over the next month, checking in on Grandpa Kenny. And on the 3rd phone call, I was fake crying, and I said he passed.
Oh, my God. You are fucked up. That is fucked up.
That is so bad.
I told him about it. He's like, "Holy shit, Bubba, why'd you do that?"
God.
Now he's got to call that same place.
Yeah, they're going to be like, "We thought you died. We have records in here that show you're not alive."
I didn't use his actual last name. I kept all first names the same. I forget what last name I made up, but That it was really funny. That.
God, going back to like when he was like, run away. When before I was engaged and everything, like mom was like on me about doing it, and we were at a game one time, I think, and Steve, my boss, was there, and she was like, Steve, you need to get on him about getting engaged, like get in the ring for Sierra. And he was like, you don't want to go down that path with me because I told him he shouldn't. And he's like, Sierra, I love you, I just think he shouldn't get married. And like all in good fun, but like because obviously he was the one that he's kind of part of the reason that this came to like that it all happened when it did, I guess. But I think everything always happens for a reason at the time it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah,
because I'm not a patient person other than fishing.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, no, I could have a line in the water for 10 hours straight and just sitting there listening to music and playing on my phone or whatever, and I'm totally at peace. But like when it comes to anything else, whether it be work, business, talking to people, like I need answers like now. Mm-hmm. Like Dipstick over there, I'm kind of glad you tried to actually get him up, but I can't do anything about that.
He'll be on the next one when we do it again in March.
You're basically going to interview him only. Because you'd be like, hey, why don't you tell the listeners what you thought of last time we were down here? We need your perspective now.
He'll be like, I don't even remember back that far.
Oh, my gosh. No, I know he's tired.
I am too.
That was...
We've done a lot over the past, 3 days.
Dude, Friday night, I thought was the most drunk I've ever been. And you guys topped it with me on Saturday. Dude, I could hardly walk.
Well, when we were sitting at the bar, I was like, you want a shot? And you were like, yeah. And then you picked the shot, and then you took the shot, and you were like, oh, that was so bad. I was like, you picked it.
And then 20 minutes later, you said, you want another angry? I said, sure. Like,
yeah.
I think the bartender cut me off.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then you got me another one. Yeah. And then Matt got cut off.
Matt got cut off pretty quick.
And then because I think I had 2 drinks within the first 10 minutes we were at that.
I'm pretty sure you finished.
Dude, he was like
2 of those before I finished a beer. Like I was still working on my first beer.
Well, I didn't taste them.
Water.
And so I sucked him down quick, and then he's like, I'm gonna get you some water. He probably saw me go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Keep an eye on this fella.
He said, "Oh, this guy's a cop. I don't want to get in trouble here."
No, let's seriously. How many drinks did you have total?
I think it was 10.
Oof. And you were drinking liquor.
And my tolerance is nothing. So
because we started here with a shot.
I had a shot and I had a drink to here before we went out.
He did have a drink.
And then I had 3 at the golf place.
3 at the golf place. Okay, so that's 5.
2 at the distillery.
Yeah, because you had mine and yours.
And then drank shot at the last bar.
Oh my gosh, man.
I was gone.
I think the reason you got so bad is because you kept mixing. You went back and forth between...
he was drinking pretty much the same thing all night.
No, it was Crown Apple. Crown Apple the whole night.
What was the drink you had here?
Crown
Apple.
Crown and Sprite.
Oh, man. Yeah, because you did your ratio majority Crown, right?
No.
You did it backward here? Oh.
Here I had just like a shot.
Because, dude, at the bar, did you see how he was making his drink?
That's how you pour a drink, bud.
Dude. He gave me a lot. But it was good. Fun time.
Yeah, it was.
Our Uber driver on the way back.
Oh, God.
Made the night.
Well,
so
hold on. Let's go to our Uber driver from the golf place to it's the distillery. And it was funny because the distillery was only open till 12.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we walked down to another bar, and when we walked into that other bar, our Uber driver was in there.
We're like, hey.
He was probably like, shit.
And I say to him as I'm going by, I'm like, hey, dude, you're going to take us home, right? He's like, no, I'm taking them home. It's like there's 3 women he's talking to.
And then our Uber driver from the bar back to the house was a character.
Oh, my gosh.
A full-blown character.
That's
I
best
don't
way.
even know what all he said, but he had some stories.
He was telling us all about the strip joints to hit on town.
It was funny because like I had looked up strip clubs, not that we were actually gonna go, but I looked up and there was one called Bare Assets, and he was like, "Yeah, Bare Assets," and like me and Tyler looked at each other in the car, and he was like, "That's the best one around here."
Dude, he started like all the strip clubs. He started naming off like the pros and cons of them,
Yep.
what to do,
Yeah, he's been to every one of them.
who to go with,
Yeah, he's
what
like,
to pay for.
Those girls are nasty over there. Like, what do you mean they're all nasty?
Yeah, he knew all the ins and outs of the strip clubs.
He loved Matt. He definitely loved Matt.
I don't remember what we talked about.
I don't know. I had to sit in the front seat with him.
Yeah, I'm glad I sat in the back seat. I don't know if I could have sat in the front. I would have seen too many moving objects, and that wouldn't have been pretty.
See, that's why I stick to beer. I don't get too. I was hungover this morning, but it's those shots that always get me.
Well, it's hard when I got three of my best friends saying, "Here, dude, we're trying to have a good weekend with you and get you messed up."
Well, you don't drink beer.
Cole, You
don't drink.
No, I really like so everyone knows. The last time I got trashed like that, even remotely close, was 5 years ago at least, and the last time I got tipsy was 4 years ago. Until then, or until now, I've maybe had one Angry Orchard and once in a great while, like once every 6 months, type of thing. So I don't drink either.
Yeah, me neither.
Lightning.
Yeah, I went through a whole case of beer here at the house, pretty much, because I looked out, put the rest of them in the fridge the next day, and was like, "Oh, there's only 10 left," and I had some of Gavin's because I was just grabbing out of whatever case I could find.
But no, I think you guys are just gonna leave all your stuff here, and we'll have fun next month.
Yep.
It's actually
Less than a month away.
Oh gosh, that's the 17th, and wedding's on the 15th. So next 14th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Why didn't you just do 7, 14, 21?
26 days.
There you go. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's word for it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I've heard if you think you were nervous when you proposed, wait till the wedding.
Yeah, Gavin told me that.
It goes by quick. The wedding day,
Oh, yeah.
leading up to it, it's going to go slow, like
Yeah.
crawling. But once it starts and the ceremony's over, the day's over. It's
How
gone.
tired were you? So, because I followed you guys, and got you to the limousine.
Creepy.
I took you guys there so you could go off, because you took your honeymoon immediately after, but because obviously you talk to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You got to at least say your 2 cents to everybody,
Yeah.
out of necessity, and be nice. Well, we're going to, because 70 people 1,000 miles away, got to be extra nice. Damn it. But no, I don't have a problem talking to anyone. I'm just worried by the time we get back here, we're gonna pass out.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's one of those things that, this is hopefully only once in your life experience. So it gets you through the day, I think. And
Yeah.
I was ready to sleep, but I don't think I was tired.
Well,
we didn't go right to sleep either.
I plan on boogieing
Well, hey.
on the dance floor.
Oh,
Yeah, that kind of boogie.
okay.
Okay.
Matt's talking post-game wedding. That makes me think of that one Brad Paisley song called "Waiting on a Woman." You guys ever seen the music video with Andy Griffith?
Yep.
Yeah.
And nudge my arm like old men do. Oh man, it's funny because Andy Griffith did it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Damn.
I don't really have anything else
Nothing
tonight.
else?
I'm ready to get to bed, and you need to get to bed.
I gotta be up in about 3 hours.
Well,
I'd like to be out, but
just wake me up before you go. I don't care about these 2 dipsticks, but wake me up.
But I'll probably just dip out the door and get on the road.
Well, I can help you pack. I may not be fast.
I'm gonna load up my shit tonight, so that way I can just wake up and leave.
Okay.
Stop at the gas station, get a couple monsters.
I'll probably get 4. So
dude, he did 4 in one day.
Dude,
you're not supposed to have more than 1.
No, here's
says who?
Says RFK.
Yeah, probably.
You gotta listen to Daddy now.
I'll probably stop and get coffee.
Hey, do your scanner thing on a Monster.
I've done it. It's not good.
Nope.
Certain ones are better than others. Actually, one of them's poor. Not bad. It's poor, but...
What is it, like 20 out of 100?
I don't know. The zero sugar ones aren't as bad as like the regular ones.
It's got to do with the dye in there too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you guys know what a Red 40 is made out of?
What?
Bugs.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
Like
that.
really tiny bugs. And then when they get
39 out of 100. It's better than a fucking Mountain Dew.
I mean, that's not saying much. Do you ever see what they do with Mountain Dew with like a mouse? Put it in a container like a dead mouse and see what happens in like 30 days. It turns it into like complete mush. It disintegrates it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking. That was one of the big reasons I stopped drinking pop.
One of the people I know that used to work at Metesic, they said if Monsters spilled on the floor, it'd eat through the concrete. Like if it sat there long enough, it'd start eating through the concrete.
Concrete.
Yep.
Wow.
And you want to put that 4 of them in your gut?
That was 15 years ago. It's changed.
Yeah, it ate through the concrete.
They stopped making the factories out of concrete.
Dirt floors only.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're not good for me, but they kept me awake. I only got a little tired a couple times, and it was good. I made good time. So
no, Riley got mad though when I showed her because she puts those crystal lights in her drink before she goes to work, and I look in the back, it has like the Red 40 on it. I was like, "Do you want to know what you're ingesting right now?" Knowing you, no, I don't want to know. Well, I want to tell you anyway. And I told her, and she's like, "Don't talk to me."
yeah, it's the thing is, a lot of people just don't know what they're putting in their body. So. Ooh,
that was rough.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
Ha, that is funny. It's like weird. It does like a beat.
Yeah, but then it goes away.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Go on.
does. I don't know why it does that. But.
Okay, good night. Love you guys.
Yeah. We'll have another one of these here in about a month.
See you in a month. And Gavin better be on, or else I'm going to kick your ass.
Maybe we'll just put in the outro, will just be Gavin sleeping. Fade out right here.
I could send you the video of Stella.
Wow.
I could send you the video of Stella licking him to death.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And you can put that on there.
I'll throw it on there. I got a lot of videos to add into this one.
And pictures from our catches today.
Yeah, I'll throw some of that in there. I got a few videos from when we were fishing. So, all right, sweet. Until next time.
Thank you, Cole.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. And fade out to Gavin sleeping.